Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Comic Books NYC. You're watching Original Art Hour. This is the program where I sit down with other original comic art collectors. We share some artwork, we tell some stories, and we talk about this side of the comic book collecting hobby. Joining me tonight on the episode for tonight is a legend in our community, TJ, the Slabdragon Watson. What's up, my friend? I'm so happy you're on the channel.
I'm glad to be here. How is everyone doing tonight?
I think everyone better be doing pretty well because you're going to see TJ show his original art collection here, right here, live with me, which is something I've been looking forward to for quite some time, honestly. Actually, just having you on the channel, period, like art or no art, I've been looking forward to for quite some time because I think we've hung out on like other people's channels, and I think Comic Core. Well, yeah, a few times, but we've never done anything on my channel, so this will be the first for that, and I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to seeing your artwork and hanging out with you here. So thanks for coming on.
No problem. I just hope you're not disappointed.
Oh, I could never be disappointed.
I don't have I don't have the big boys like you and Brian do. You know.
Dude, we don't have. Well, maybe I can admit that I got a couple big boys, but dude, I'm sure whatever you show is gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna appreciate it. I like seeing artwork just in general, man. Big pieces, small pieces. It's all amazing to me. All right, so before we get into your intro and some starter questions for you, I'm gonna say hello to the tailgaters and the early adopters here. We got Backseat Driver in the house. He was first. Brian, first-ish. He was in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see both of you guys. Chaos and Comics Chris is in here. He says, yes, finally I get to see some slabbed original art. That's a good joke. Chaos is hilarious. Guy could be a stand-up comedian. Let's see here. Tricky Trapster. What's going on, Tricky Trapster? Good to see you. Who else is in here? Southern Comic Geeks in the house. Good to see you, Southern. Oh, my God. Okay, now people are starting to roll in here, and this whole StreamYard thing is exploding.
Southern Comic Geek, he cut his hair. It looks really good.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to check out his haircut. Did he do a haircut video?
Yeah.
All right, so
it might have been on Instagram, but
okay, I'll seek it out, or I'll DM Soko for his Soko's like a new nickname that I heard for him on some other stream. Geeks, Drinks, and Comics. I'll be cooking, but we'll have it playing on his TV. Good, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. I love being played on TVs. That boosts my ego quite a bit. Knights of Old, Michael, what's going on, brother? Awesome show last night. With Alec and John, had a blast. Unruly Simeon is always here supporting me. Thank you, sir. Matt's in here, the boy who had 7. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Joey Bag of Sevens is in the house. Says more art. That's right, more art. We're doing a double whammy this week with 2 episodes, capping it with TJ. Alex here. What's up, Alec?
Hi, Alec.
Thank you for stopping by, and awesome to have you on the show a few weeks ago. Mike the Collector is in here, my guest from this previous Tuesday. Thank you, Mike, for being here live. Let's see. Gorilla Todd is in the house. What's up, Gorilla Todd? Another previous guest. All the previous guests are starting to come out to these live. I love that. I'm definitely missing people. 1-2 Comic Talk is in the house. God Tank is in the house. Who else is in here? Man, I'm not good at this StreamYard thing. Comic Noob is in the house. What's up, Comic Noob? And if I missed you, I apologize. We'll catch you during the program. All right, let's get into it. TJ, my friend, I'm gonna kick things off with letting you maybe. I guess, how did you get into the art side of the collecting hobby? Like, we all know you're the Slabdragon. You're what, 15 slabs away from 2,000 in your collection, or is that number been chopped down a little bit?
It's probably around 13 now.
Ooh, 13 now. Okay, that's a nice tease. All right, so you're 13 slabs away from 2,000, which is a tremendous accomplishment.
Yeah.
But what? How'd you first start coming across the OA side?
Well, when I was in my first collection, when I was probably in my late teens, there was a publication called the Comic Book Buyer's Guide, like a newspaper,
Mm-hmm.
and I noticed some ads in it for artists selling original art. And one of my first pieces that I bought back then was a George Perez cover for Marvel 2-in-1 with the one with Stingray. And it was only $75. And I just called him up and he answered the phone and I sent him a check. And that's how.
Wait, so you called up the guy that put in an ad in the Comic Buyer's Guide, or was it? It was George Perez.
Yes. Yeah. And all the artists.
AJP.
They were just putting ads in, and then I got it, and I thought this is cool. I put it in a frame, put it on the wall, and said, what would look good? There's a whole wall of these. So I started going through more ads, and the next ones I got was I saw Joe Kubert was selling original art, and so I bought double splash pages for Ragman and for Tarzan. And they were beautiful, the double splashes. And then I got a Kurt Swan piece, and then I got some John Byrne pieces, and it looked great on the wall.
You're sending my brain into like a spiral of like daydreaming. That's awesome, dude.
But no one collected that back then. It was a novelty at best.
Yeah.
No one wanted it, and so when I sold my collection for college, biggest regret of my life, because that would have been a pedigree collection today.
Yeah.
But they only gave me $200 for all the original art.
Oh my God.
And the value of that today makes my stomach turn every time I think about it. Just that one cover for George Perez alone is worth a lot of money.
A lot.
And the double splash pages, oh my God.
Oh my God. All right.
Regret of my life.
I might start this program by crying a little bit because that's holy crap, man. That's a great story. Unfortunate that those slipped through your fingers, but hey, you know what?
Yeah.
You can't. It's the circumstances of the time, you know. So,
yeah. But and I started getting back into original art because I remember that wall and I remember how good it looked, and I want to do that again. I don't care about who the artist is or what it's from, as long as it just talks to me and says, yeah, I want you. You are good enough for me to actually go after. So I don't have a lot of expensive pieces or well-known artists, but I hope you like what I show.
That doesn't matter, man. As long as you have a personal connection. Like, this is what I keep saying. Like, as long as you have the personal connection to it and you appreciate its beauty, that comes across, I think. Anytime anybody has shown artwork on this program, and I don't think there's anything that anyone could show that I wouldn't be into because I know that the other person's into it. So, do you want to kick things off? Guess go first. All right.
My first piece of original art I got for my new collection.
Okay, awesome.
This was a let's see here.
Yeah, you can move it. You can move it back and forth. Do whatever you need to do. But your full screen. Oh my God, that looks beautiful.
Now, if you can screen share the actual picture.
Oh right. Which image was that? Was that the second one?
I'm not sure.
I'm looking for it right now. Okay, it's the fourth one. All right, so I'm gonna screen share.
Red Sonja number 61, page 1, by Walter Giovanni.
Okay.
And
are we screen sharing? Yeah, we are. There it is.
Yep. That's the first time I ever saw it today in actual print. Just that picture I sent you. I was like, oh, that looks nice.
That's awesome, man.
I'm a big Red Sonja fan. When I saw this, I said, "Oh, I have to have this."
That's gorgeous. I gotta take the screen share off real quick and look at the real piece. There it is. Oh man.
But yeah, I really, really liked this piece a lot.
Who did you say the artist was again?
Walter Giovanni.
Walter Giovanni. All right.
Yeah,
I always write these names down after these shows because I always get exposed to all these artists from you guys that are coming
from
on.
the Dynamite run. Yeah, I think volume 2.
That's so cool, man. You're getting a lot of love in the chat from these art guys and previous guests. Unruly says that is beautiful, and that is the way I would summarize it as well. That's a great page.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, over to me. I'm going to show something. I don't think I've shown this. I don't think I've shown this on any of the previous episodes. I don't know if I've even shown it on my channel, like in some other scenario. But I know you're a Neil Adams guy, and you're probably going to show something Neil Adams later. So I'll show this Neil Adams thing. And hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to go to full screen. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so this is a Neil Adams piece, and this is an interesting piece because it has 3 things I really like. Okay, 1, Neil Adams. 2, hot blonde. 3, dinosaurs. Okay, so those are 3 things that I dig, and this is interesting because the medium of this is not, you know, traditional. It's not pencil and ink art. It's airbrush and marker on board, and it's a hot blonde riding a dinosaur. And you see Neil signed it right there. But yeah, the airbrush work is mostly in the top half, as you can sort of tell, you know, the sky work and everything, with that sort of white bleed through. But then, you know, you got very highly detailed marker work, and I just love this thing. It's kind of obnoxious in a way. It's like only somebody who are into those three things probably would want it. You know, but I wanted it, so I love it, dude.
His dinosaurs were nice. I always loved his dinosaur work.
Dude, I love dinosaurs. Mike says, "Let the Ronald hair fly." Oh yeah, he's noticing my hair is growing. I'm so I'm so vain about my hair. Anyway, Unruly Simeon, he says, "Damn." Mike Collector says, "Fire, take your time." It's a very cool piece. So here's another cool thing about that. It is very over the top. So this came with a certificate of authenticity from Neil on the back, which he signed, and he also puts his, I think that's a thumbprint there, and there's like a seal. It's kind of hard to see the seal around the thumbprint, but that's another layer that adds to the, I guess, legitimacy of the piece. He also signed it there at the bottom. But yeah, dude, I love this piece. I do need to get a better frame set up for it. This is kind of a cheapo for what it is. But yeah, I dig it. So yo, JD's in the house, showing some Neil Adams, my friend. Good to see you, man.
He has a nice
Todd. What's up?
JD has a nice Bernie Wrightson piece.
JD has an awesome collection, and I mentioned to him that I need to get him on this show at some point as well. So I got to schedule that with him because I know he's got some major heats in the OA situation. What's up, Magic Lasso? No worries, brother. You can be late. The show's going to be available on Rewind afterwards, so don't worry about it. All right. I can't wait to see TJ's next piece. Let's see it, brother. Thank you.
Well, the next piece is going to be an example of what I'm going to eventually do with all my art also. Because I'm very nostalgic about my first collection. So I'm eventually going to put them all in this kind of frames and just line them up 4 across, and then it's about 3 rows when I get the comic book room built. And I'm actually going to build a wall to put these on because there's an opening between the room and the kitchen, and it's going to block that off, so I'll have a place to hang the art because I don't need that space. I can go around.
Dude, that's cool, man.
Yeah, this is from
I love Black Man.
2099.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a splash page from issue number 9, page 1.
I always forget what issue and page number it is. I always have to reference my little ledger that I have.
I made notes.
Yeah, there you go.
And Jose Delbo and Keith Williams were the artists on this.
Nice.
From Marvel. And I like the old style of the splash page where it has the
stats for the legalese. Yeah.
And also the original stat of the words up here. Because I understand how much work goes into those stats and waxing them down.
It is a lot of work, dude.
That was my college major.
Oh, really?
It was key writing and typesetter for publications, and stats was part of it. And putting newspapers together. So
Lasso says Jose Delbo is his favorite artist of all time.
Yeah. So I understand exactly how what it takes to put this stuff together. It's a lot more than just drawing.
For sure, dude. For sure. That's a great piece, man. I can't wait to see your art wall. I'm like daydreaming about your art wall now. So before I show my next one, I'm just going to say a quick hello to some newcomers here in the chat. We just said hello to JD is in the house. Good to see you, man. And Mr. Garrell dropping by. Discovery Bay, JB is in here. Good to see you, JB. And I think that catches us up. All right, so I'm going to show this next because I know you like Daredevil. I've shown this before already, a couple episodes ago, I think. But hey, whatever. It doesn't hurt to show something twice, especially if it suits the guest on the program. So this is my one and only published David Mazzuchelli piece. It's Daredevil 211, from Daredevil 211, page 13, I believe. And you have three, I hate this glare, but you have three Daredevil panels at the top, and then you have that one sort of key action panel with the punch to the baddie right there. You can see the Daredevil logo. I just love the way Daredevil is depicted in that one panel, and I love the words that Denny O'Neil wrote on that page for that panel. For all my skills, I am blind. That's one of the greatest lines, and this middle panel has a lot of interesting artwork going on in the setting, and then you have like the kidnapping scene here down at the bottom, and signed by Maz here at the bottom. So yeah, I love this page. Not an easy thing to get Mazzuchelli pages, so I had to save up and get this. Pretty much get this one, save and set aside until I could get it. But pretty happy to actually get that. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's crazy. Like I one day would love something from like the Born Again run, but those are like impossible. Yo, Fuchsia in the house. Bake the Snake is in the house. Yes, Maz cover work too. He did the cover on this issue, which is awesome. Thank you, Mike the Collector. He says the word balloon pages are dope. I do agree with that. So yeah, in honor of TJ, I brought out the Daredevil.
That's a nice piece. Yep.
Thanks, brother. Yes, dude. This is a momentous moment. NYC and Slabdragon back-to-back badasses. All right, back to you, TJ.
This one is a Deja Thoris. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Number
Deja Thoris. Yeah.
This is issue number 12, page 6 by Jethro Morellis.
Mm-hmm.
And
whoa.
I really, really like this one.
Hey, man, Cave.
Like that, I always buy with my heart and what I can afford.
Well, I love the movement in that non-traditional paneling going on, where you have characters jumping out of the panel into other panels and scenes like that. That's what I love. I like your 9-panel grids all day or whatever, but like I favor a lot of these kind of pages because they feel like covers, or they feel like splash pages, but they're not covers or splash page prices.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Most of these pieces I'm showing were $200 or less.
Exactly, dude. That's awesome. I love that. All right. Yeah, and everybody in the chat is checking out Chick blowing out alien brains. Exactly. JD is appreciating the headlight shot on that one. I would agree. I think I agree with JD on that. But both aspects were certainly cool on that page. All right, so I'm going to show something. This is from a series that it's kind of a quirkier series. I mean, TJ, I know recently got a Alex Ross. I think it might have been a 9/8 from the #1 from this series. Which it's the Batman 66 versus Wonder Woman 77.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, what's going on, Sharon? Thanks for stopping in. That's a great comment from Brian from as it relates to Dynamite. All right, so this is from Batman 66 versus Wonder Woman 77. I believe it's actually book number 6, but the page says it's from chapter 12. But I think they split up the chapters between the issues on that title. So this is Batman 66 versus Wonder Woman 77 from Book 6, Chapter 12, Page 3. And it's David Hahn inks and Carl Kessel. David Hahn pencils and Carl Kessel inks. So... But what's super cool about this is this custom sort of trade dress thing at the top. See that? Where you actually see pencils, inks, you see the 2 logos, and you see exactly where the page is from. But I think this is a pretty funny page. It's a whimsical page. Reminds me of Harley Quinn animated series stuff that I've been watching right now. I knew Lasso would dig this one because it has a very animated feel. Kessel is a great inker, dude. He signed it right here. Great inker. But yeah, dude, you see Wonder Woman and Batman in that panel. Batman's going to chase some guys. Then you got Wonder Woman encountering Clayface punching the wall. Then you got Wonder Woman grabbing this, I think it's like a hose or a pipe or something like that. And then she nails him with it. And then you have Clayface here with eating a mouthful of whatever Wonder Woman just stuffed in his mouth. So yeah, that's one of my it's a cool whimsical page from this offshoot series, Batman 66 versus 77. So there you go. Yeah, it does. That top border definitely gives it some 60s flavor. So I can dig that, man. So yeah, that's my next piece.
Nice.
All right, man. Back to you.
Let's see. This was my first cover I got for this collection. And when it was being shown on eBay, this is how the picture was shown.
But
if you want to screenshot this one?
Yeah, that's one of the ones you sent me?
Yep.
All right, let me find it here. Which one is it? I don't think you sent me that one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No. Oh, wait. It's upside down, right?
Yes.
That's why. Okay. All right. I was like, wait, it's not matching up.
Yeah.
All right. 1 second.
Yeah, the seller had it wrong.
There. Okay. There it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks good either way. But this is the way it's supposed to be. It's by Clark Williams.
Yeah, it looks good both ways for sure, man.
Yeah. In fact, I was getting so used to the other way, I was kind of a little disappointed.
Hey, that's cool, man. It's like a reversible cover that works both ways. I love that, dude. That's awesome.
So yeah, Clark Williams is doing a lot of work for DC now, I believe.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back to your art, your original art there. Beautiful.
This was Lone Star Comics. I
like the inking work on that a lot.
I like where he has his name too, where it's Clark Williams in the letters in the art.
Right. Oh, he embedded his
yeah
signature as part of the artwork there. That's really cool too. That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian says cool cover, heavy inks. I like heavy inks like that. I really do.
I think cool. For me, the inkers are really the heroes.
They're unsung heroes for sure. They are grossly underrated part of the process. I would agree with that. Especially in sorry, go ahead.
Kirby's best work from the 60s is when Synod is inking it.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
I think that team is so good.
And my favorite Bronze Age stuff is when of his is Giacoya inking it.
Mm-hmm.
On
like,
Cap.
When Klaus Jason or Tom Palmer are inking someone else's stuff, it just
Tom Palmer over Neil Adams is,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's good stuff. Yep. All right, so I'm going to show this. This is another modern page. I wish it was from the Golden Age, but because the issue is Detective Comics 45, but it's not that Detective Comics 45. It's Volume 2. Volume 2, more modern run of Detective Comics from issue number 45. The artist is Marcio Takara, I think. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But this is from Detective Comics Volume 2, issue 45, page 6. And Marcio Takara did both the pencils and the inks. So hold on, let me see if I can get this whole page in one shot first. So there, he signed it there at the bottom. Now it's a little bit hard to see without me doing close up on the panel, on every single panel. But what you essentially have here is a scene between Wonder Woman and Bruce Wayne. Okay, so at the top, you could see like a whatever, an office. I think it's inside the Wayne Manor, or potentially one of Bruce Wayne's other residences. I didn't read this issue of. I haven't read this issue yet. It's on my list, but I do want to read it. So there you go, a scene between Wonder Woman with her lasso and Bruce Wayne, and then you move to more of a close-up between them, sort of eyeballing each other, and then a zoomed-out panel where you see references to the lasso again. Another close-up, kind of Wonder Woman staring Bruce down. And then here in the bottom, you have a Wonder Woman and Bruce Wayne bondage scene with her tying him up. So there's a little bit of a scandalous page. But yeah, all the elements on this page really attract me to this one. Really cool piece of art. I have no clue contextually what's going on in the story, why Wonder Woman is interrogating Bruce Wayne, why she's tying him up. I really need to read this part of the run. And I'm not above admitting that I haven't read it, but you know what I mean? But I'll read it eventually. Right? The Manor, disheveled Bruce, Wonder Woman. You got a little bit of bondage, lasso bondage. Magic Lasso wants to sign the page. That'll be cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Who else is in here? Oh, Mr. Garrel is in here. Good to see you again, Garrel. I may have saw you earlier. He was like getting itchy from all this art. Patrick Wall's in the house as well. Definitely some heavy inks on both the pages that TJ and I just showed. So yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate the feedback. And let's go to TJ's next piece.
This one is probably this is the most expensive piece I ever bought.
Okay.
This is from Spawn number 44, page 16, by Tony Daniels.
Woo! I love Tony Daniels, dude. That's a great page.
Yep. Another heavy ink one.
Wow.
And I don't remember if that's Tiffany or which angel that is, but it's knocking him for a loop.
He's one of the most detailed guys. Wow.
Yeah. But then again, this is my most expensive piece, but it was only $450.
Right.
So it's even
still reasonable for a published Spawn page.
Yeah, and a big artist, because Tony Daniels is pretty up there.
Unruly says he's digging this string of heavily inked pages all in a row. Dude, so am I. That's a great page. Hey, what's up? Los is in the house. He says he's sorry he's late. He's definitely going to catch the replay of what he missed, but he's here now. Thank you, sir, for stopping by. Dude, that's such a cool page.
Yeah, they have a page for Spawn in the top, 100. That's really nice.
That's pretty damn nice, dude. Yeah, that's a that artwork from that title, from that era, or from that low number, I think is a good investment too. I think that'll appreciate over time for sure. Great page, fantastic. All right, I'm gonna show some non-published stuff now to switch gears, I guess, a little bit. So I think I showed this before in the past, but if I didn't, I don't remember, honestly. This is like, I guess, a pinup, and it's not really done by a big artist or anything like that. But so the name of the artist is Ricardo Sales, and it's a Batwoman illustration essentially, and it's mixed media, colored pencils, stuff like that. But I just love this. I think it's just a powerful female superhero illustration, and I really dug it, and it didn't really cost me that much to obtain it. And it's just one of those pieces that where like I came across it and I'm like, huh, why is this not expensive? You know what I mean? Because you'll come across pieces like that and you're like, okay, well probably because I never heard of the artist until I saw this piece, But it was just so awesome that I couldn't pass it up. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's this. I mean, I honestly don't remember if I've shown it before, but I don't know. I dig this one.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I need to find a spot on the wall for it somehow, but you know how that goes. Lo says he needs to get more OAs and sketches. Yeah, it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to collect, man. There's a lot of beauty in the artwork. Mike the Collector says Philip Tan is doing Spawn right now, and his pages are for sale. Just saying. Oh man,
good. Yeah.
Philip Tan is amazing. Mike the Collector showed some amazing Philip Tan the other night on Tuesday night. I don't have any Philip Tan. And while I appreciate Philip Tan, I wouldn't go after a Spawn page because I don't really personally resonate or connect with Spawn that much. It's not something I'm super into. Unless the page was just so beautiful and blew me away from an artwork perspective, I wouldn't go after it because it doesn't really fit in my OA PC. I think that is charcoal in the hair. I'm not an artist myself, so I don't have all the details on the different media. It is mixed media though. House to the End says the white outline makes it pop. Rags718 is in the house. Good to see you, Rags. It is on colored paper. It is on colored paper, Mike. So, yep, you nailed that one. All right, man. Back to TJ.
Yep. My preference is very much published pages, but
So is mine, TJ. For sure, it is.
But I came across this one on eBay by an artist called Kevin Sharpie, which I think he doesn't work for DC now.
Okay.
It's not inked; it's all pencils, and it was an unpublished thing he did of the new from Superman for the movie, and I just really fell in love with this thing.
You know how I love my pencils only stuff. I love that.
And
that's
really
badass.
A nice piece. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna own this.
Just one of those things where you see it and you're like, yeah, that's coming with me.
Yep.
I do that. I definitely do that a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the best this character's ever looked.
Yeah, man. Pencils only is legit.
Because that movie is unwatchable.
Well, everybody in the chat is digging it. Brian said that it's cool pencil work and not a character you will find a lot of art for. So that's a great point.
Yeah.
All right, so my next one is a little bit of a weird one, I guess. I don't even really know the artist's first name. I just know the artist's first initial. Okay, so the artist's first initial is E. It's just E. Watkins, and this is an illustration mixing a DC hero with a Marvel villain. Okay, so it's one of those like mashup convention style drawings or illustrations or whatever. But this was done like 17 years ago or something like that. So I don't know a lot about it. This is one of those pieces that I saw in a Comic Link original art auction that like slipped under the radar and nobody was going after, and I got for super cheap. Like I do that a lot with when it comes to some of these art auctions and stuff like that. The non-published stuff tends to go under the radar, especially the ones but from non-recognizable artists. So if you see any of those pieces and you have a connection with it and you like it, you can get it for super cheap. We're talking like $50, less than $50. Like like very, very affordable art you can get that you can have a personal connection to if you're paying attention. But here's what the piece is. It's Batman and Rhino.
Nice Batman.
Right? Here, I'll give you a little close up. Look at that Batman. Watkins. You see a little bit of like a prelim or something. Something's going on there. I'm not quite sure. And I've looked at that about a dozen times trying to figure out exactly what's happening right there, but could never quite figure that out. You see a separate signature down there in silver. So I don't know if this is possibly two artists because you have this signature over here and then you have that signature over here, but it doesn't even really matter to me because this is not something I bought for investment or anything like that. This is just pure appreciation. So yeah, there's the Rhino, and Unruly says Ratman and Bino.
It could be one's a pencil or one's an inker.
It could be that. I mean, there's definitely. I mean, majority of the work here is marker. I can definitely tell that this is mostly marker work, but maybe somebody did lay down pencils first. I don't know. It's classified as an illustration. So that's one of the more vague like categorizations of OA where it's like it could be a bunch of different stuff. Whitewell said the same thing. I don't know. I don't have fortunately I don't have like the provenance or anything. I just have the Comic Link sticker. Thanks guys. Yeah, it's a pretty cool piece, and it's like nothing like crazy or anything. This wasn't like this was relatively affordable, which I have a bunch of like pretty cheap pieces that I really dig. So, all right, TJ, you're up.
Let's see. I'll just show this one off. This was a pinup from Prophet number 8 by Image.
Okay. Cool. Prophet number 8?
Yep. The pinup, yeah, that was in the issue.
That's awesome.
That's who the artist is. I'm not sure who it is, but it's really a nice piece I liked.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, Image did a lot.
What year was that published? Do you know what year that was published?
It was the 90s.
Definitely was the 90s, yeah.
Yes, I know.
That's all I know, too.
Yeah. It says 94 on here. So
94?
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yep. And I just like one of the things I just saw and said, yeah, I really like that. It was definitely a published piece, but it's a pinup. It wasn't.
Yeah, published pinups are great because you're getting a cover quality image that was published, but you're not paying a cover price. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I got a few of those Image pinups. Let me just show you a couple real fast. Maybe you can answer the question of who it is.
Okay. Z Collects in the house saying, did I miss any She-Hulk art? No, I don't think so. No. But thanks for stopping by, brother. Everybody's digging that 90s Prophet number 8 pinup, dude. That's really cool,
another
man.
Pinup from Image.
Ooh, yeah. Feel free to show more than one also on your turns because it's you're the guest. So wow, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah. That was from
Brigade
number 7. Yep.
Holy crap.
And this one, I have no idea who the artist is. This is from Crypt miniseries number 1, page 24, exactly. But I think it's a pinup. But I don't know who's by.
Whew. Is that from an Image title?
Yeah,
or
from Image.
Yeah, it screams Image in the 90s.
Yep.
That's so cool, bro.
Yep. But yeah,
I don't think I have. I mean, I've got a bunch of images that you could call pinups because they're just cover size, full pencil or pencil and ink pieces, but I don't have any published pinups, like pinups that were published on the interior. I do have a couple covers, but not a crazy amount of covers. So yeah, Bake did ask a good question. He says maybe a dumb question, but unruly clarified that it is a good question, and I can answer that to some degree. Okay, so the question is, if you own the original art, can you use it to make T-shirts and that sort of thing? No, you cannot. It is for your personal use. So what that means is, if you buy at auction or wherever, from a dealer or on Comic Art Fans or whatever, the artist still retains the commercial use rights for said image or said piece, but you have the personal use rights, meaning you can display it however you want.
Yeah.
You can do things. You can use the image and use it for your own purposes. You can't sell that T-shirt, but if you were to make a T-shirt, and just wear it, I don't think anybody's really going to give you a hard time.
Or if you gave them away, but as long as not.
Or if exactly. But yeah, so it's and what falls into personal use is also resale, obviously. But yeah, it's personal use versus commercial rights. And so if you own the original art, it does not give you the right to exploit that artwork. And so White Whale is backing me up. He says, as far as I know, the artist still retains the copyright. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Garrell says there has been a few lawsuits over it, so I'm not sure if it's been decided. It has been decided. I mean, especially when you're talking about published and/or copyright, characters and stuff like that. That they're a whole other ball of rights wax to. If you're talking about something that's completely original and you worked out your own rights with the artist, that's different. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if you're just talking about straight up, what we're collecting for the most part, then no, you cannot. You cannot exploit it. So yeah, House Till the End saying the same thing. Take the Time Collectibles is saying, not sure who did the pencils. Pretty sure Danny Miki inked the Crypt series. Cool. Mark Bonneau is in here. What's up, Mark? Thank you for stopping in. We got 30 people watching. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for popping out here on a Thursday. I know it's a busy night on the YouTube machine. Okay, so whose turn is it? I lost track. Is it my turn?
Your turn.
My turn. Okay. So I think I may have shown this before, but whatever. If you've seen it before, you're seeing it again. So this is a Flash Gordon cover, okay? But it's for an international version of it. So you can see there, Flash Gordon, number 38 painting, and the painter is Lopez SB. But yeah, this is it's a painted cover with a shark for Flash Gordon issue number 38, but not the United States, not a United States Flash Gordon comic. This is like an international market Spanish language cover. So it's an international cover to Flash Gordon 38 from the Bronze Age. Sharks, I love shark covers, so I jumped at the opportunity to own a published Flash Gordon shark cover painting.
I'm sure DS Comics just got excited.
Oh, I sent DS a DM of this the second I had it in hand, 4 months ago or whenever it was I got it. But Mike Collector says, who resells their OA? Hey, Mike and I just made a deal, private deal offline. I won't reveal it. So you sell your OA. You just sold something to me. Anyway, yeah. Mark Bonneau says, I got my Grail. Oh, well, that's cool, man. It's always good to see people getting their Grails. Magic Lasso and Bake, yeah, Sharks. That's cool. What's it colored with what medium? I think it's their acrylics. I do see a little bit of watercolor in here potentially, but so I think it's a mixed media piece. Yeah. But yeah,
I've seen
cool.
a lot of art like that, like from Gold Key, the painted covers and stuff.
Yes.
It's always interesting the format they use to put it on. It's not exactly on paper. It's a little thick.
No, it's on a hard board, and I'll take this out. I'll take this out. I'm like messing with fate, keeping this not in a frame, that's matted or whatever. But if I take this out, you can see a little bit. So look, it's got look at these notes. Hold on, let me go full screen again. So look at all this paper on the back. I'm keeping it together as much as I can. But like this guy, like he trade dress drawn on there, all these like handwritten notes and everything. I'm not going to go one by one with all of it, but it's, you know, and then you can see here, Flash Gordon, 38. So yeah, it's on this thick kind of like board, right? See that? Pretty damn thick. Yeah. So yeah, but now you could really even see it a lot better outside of that bag. So yeah.
Because I've been someday getting some George Wilson gold key covers that he painted. I mean, because they're not that expensive for something of that quality. I mean, we're talking 1,000, but not high 1,000. Yeah, sure.
JD says I've traded original art for other original art, Romita for Boshima. Yeah, that's awesome. That's like pro. That's what I call pro level OA collecting. I've only done like 2 trades before, and I'm not going to get into the whole stories on those right now. But I would like to do more of that. But I also find it just really hard to let go of pieces. Like I've never sold a piece so far. You know, I've only had trades involved in 2 different pieces. So for the most part, for myself, as soon as I started collecting art, I've kept most of it. I know I can't probably promise myself to keep it all for like the rest of my life or whatever, especially if there's, you know, interesting trade opportunities or whatever, you know, but I definitely got to get JD on here and talk about some of those kind of things because I'm sure he's got a lot of awesome insight on that. Yeah, and those are definitely 2 good dealers. Mike Berkey, Romita Man, and Anthony Snyder down in Jersey, Snyder's Comic Art. He did a great interview with like Todd McFarlane recently on YouTube, which was cool. But yeah, both of those guys are great. Both of those guys I have purchased art from before. Both of them, or not. I don't think I've done time payments with Anthony, but I've done time payments with Mike before. So yeah, you can always work out trades or time payments and things like that, and you know, slowly but surely get to the OA piece that you want. So there are definitely other ways besides literally having a fat stack of cash, you know what I mean, to acquire these pieces. So great point from JD. All right, back to TJ.
This one, I really like this piece a lot. Besides, I think it looks cool. I like all the old school technology on a new piece that they use.
Oh, wow.
Because all the word bubbles are all stats.
Right.
And what I really got a kick out of is this gray area in here. They had to cut that out. It's like a film.
Oh, like wow.
And they had to lay that on to get all that gray dot matrix thing going. And they did it on the whole page.
Wow.
And that took a lot of time and patience with an X-Acto knife. This is, if you ever read the old Marvel magazines from the 70s, the Savage Sword of Conan stuff.
I haven't read a ton of that, but I'm sure other people have.
This is how they do all that stuff. That's is used heavily on the old black and white magazines. And
what's up, Rob Boswell? Dude, that's really cool, man. Really cool.
And this is the Martian Manhunter page. And the artist was, let's see, I believe it was Eduardo Barreto.
Eduardo Barreto.
Yeah. And and it's just I like the old school stuff he used on this thing.
Super cool.
I used to have a Savage Sword of Conan piece from Ashima in my first collection that he also did a lot of this technique.
Your first art collection just sounds intense.
Oh, yeah, I miss it so bad.
All right, I promise you, Brian, I will. He's saying make it a point to read Savage Sword of Conan. Great stuff. Geeks and Drinks says such a cool technique. Mike the Collector, yeah, you can lay away OA, bro. Well, I'll have a sidebar with you on that. Mr. Garrell, all of this is so good. Thank you, Garrell. Appreciate you. House to the End says wicked awesome. Boy at 7 says whoa. Brian says nice Martian Manhunter. Splash Page, TJ. Awesome, brother. All right, so I only have like a couple more things. We've got about 10 minutes to go. You got a couple more things?
I got more than a couple, so I'll do next time I'm up. I'll just do lightning round.
All right, next time you're up, do a bunch. Do a bunch of lightning stuff. All right, cool. All right, so the next thing I'm going to show is this is the last published thing I will show tonight, and it's by one of my favorite modern guys who's working today, and he's getting a lot of work. So the artist that I'm talking about, what's up, Chad? YouTube is 90. So the artist that I'm talking about is Mike Huddleston. So Mike Huddleston, if you're not familiar with him, he is doing the artwork on that new Jonathan Hickman series for Image right now called Decorum. He did a lot of I think he did all the covers for Scotty Young's Middle West series on Image. So Scotty Young did the story, right? But Mike Huddleston was doing the covers, and he also did he also did a lot of the 1-in-10 incentive ratio variants for the House of X, Powers of X series by Hickman as well from Marvel last year. So this guy is kind of getting a lot of work right now, and deservedly so, frankly. But back in the day, during the original Harley Quinn series, so Harley Quinn Volume 1, he was doing interior pencils. George is in the house. He said, just got home. Please recap everything immediately. We'll get right on that, brother. Ruben Guzman. What's going on, Ruben? So Mike Huddleston, he was doing the interior pencils for Harley Quinn around this portion of the run. This page is from Harley Quinn issue number 36. And what makes it especially cool from being from Harley Quinn Volume 1, issue number 36, is it's the page 1 splash page.
Nice.
Yeah, so I love this. You can see all the credits right there. A.J. Lieberman, writer. Mike Huddleston, penciler. Troy Nixie, inker. Harley Quinn, created by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm. Behind Blue Eyes, Part 4. You got all the lettering. So you see Harley protecting this child and being, held at gunpoint and whatnot. That's sort of a city scene on the street, or on the road rather. And then you see this. You have the close-up panel of her, and I love the dialogue on this page. So she's like, "What?" The kid's like, "What now?" And then they're all like, "Do not move." And then she's like, "Hey, I didn't think we'd get this far." I guess some kind of plan would have been useful in her voice. So yeah, I love that page. Page 1 splash, Mike Huddleston pencils, Troy Nixie inks, Harley Quinn number 36, page 1. So yeah, dude. That's one of my favorites in the collection. It's high, it's up on the wall in a higher place, so I find it hard to take down off the wall. I have to step onto a chair or whatnot. So I haven't brought this one out as much. Lasso says that's awesome. The red frame makes it pop even more. Thank you. Thank you, George. Thank you, Steve. What's up, JLS in the house? Good to see you, JLS. Brian says nice splash. That top panel is actually very intense. Yeah, it is. It is definitely. Look how she's like clutching the child, and she's got that kind of concerned look on her face. It's a really cool page 1 splash title page or splash page. Thank you, House Till the End, and JP. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys. So yeah, that's going to be the last published page that I show. I'm just going to let TJ do his thing right now and show a bunch in a row, as many as he wants to. So here he is.
That's Catwoman, number 29, page 14, by Patrick Olifi.
Dude, that's a great Catwoman page. Look at that middle panel. Look how she's flying into the bottom panel, or her protruding on it a little bit. That's so cool. And then she's in all those panels too. Wow.
Yep. So I really like this. I like it's not a splash page. They have a big panel. Close enough.
You got Fuchsia's attention. She's a huge Catwoman fan.
Page from What If number 60.
So that was Gulacy from that previous page?
No, it's Patrick Olliff E.
Wow, that's hard to say. George wants to borrow that last Catwoman page. He'll promise he'll send it right back to you.
And this is from What If number 60. I don't remember who the artist. Oh, it's Ron Randall and Art Nichols.
Okay, awesome.
Yep. And
JD's asking a question. TJ, is that MC Wyman on the What If?
No, that I can tell.
Okay.
All the research said it was Ron Randall and Art Nichols. But
okay.
Unless there's another What If 60 and I got it wrong. But this was from Rebels. This is a DC book.
Awesome. Who's the artist on that one?
The artist on Rebels was Gerard Borges and Scott Hanna.
Ooh, okay, cool. I love Scott Hanna inks.
Now this one is one of my favorite pieces. This was from Avengers Initiative number 30, page number 7, and this is being used in thumbnails.
Oh yeah.
Anytime they talk about Nightmare, they're using that picture. And I have that. If you want to share the screen.
Oh yeah. That's one of you sent me the color, right?
Yep.
There it is.
Yep. And this is by Jorge Molina.
Jorge Molina.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is a really nice page.
Yeah, I want to see the artwork again. Hold on. Yeah. Dude, Unruly, no kidding, man. He's definitely breaking out some awesome stuff here.
Yeah.
I like how you have a lot of like 3/4 splashes and things like that. I'm a big fan of those kind of pages where it gives you that feeling of a splash page or even a feeling of a cover without having that.
Without having the price tag.
The price tag, yeah, exactly, man. And covers are rough on the wallet.
Moon Knight.
Wow. That top panel. Oh my God, that bottom right panel.
Yeah. I'm not sure the artist was on this one. Oh, it's right there. Jerome Opena.
Jerome Opena.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
He's one of my favorite modern guys. He did the pencils on Uncanny X-Force from the Rick Remender run.
Yeah, he's just knocking the teeth out of that.
Dude, one. He's one of the best guys of the early. I would say like the between 2000 and 2010 era, or like sort of that era of modern. Jerome Pena is one of the top guys. He's one of my favorite Marvel guys, especially. I don't know if he's done a ton of DC work, but
I got these couple of pages. This is from the Superboy New 52 run. I think it was in issue number 4 or 5. Not sure the artist.
Is that a shark?
That's yes, I think it's King Shark.
King Shark.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, this was I just like the art on this one, and there's they had 2 pages up from that issue, and I got the other one also.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
That's a splash page.
Yep. And the other.
You store all your pages in a portfolio, TJ, or?
No.
What?
No.
How do you store them?
Pretty much on just stack them up.
Oh wow, dude!
Until they get framed.
You just like living amongst your collection. I gotta respect it.
Now this is a was a practice piece by Ivan Reis.
Oh, like a jam piece? Ivan Reis is great.
Yeah. So it's like a prelim he did before he did the real thing, like a practice.
That's like a double page spread prelim.
Yeah.
Wraparound prelim.
The detail is really, really nice on it.
It's almost like we need more room between you and the camera to see the whole thing. That's crazy. That's a huge image.
You can see that how he's it's this how he lays stuff out.
Yeah.
Practices.
Wow.
But he finished enough in the middle where it's actually really nice looking.
Right, like he is still very detailed, but he didn't go all the way like he would on the final piece. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And so it's going to look nice on a wall.
Hell yeah, that is.
And it's a pretty
fantastic.
affordable way to own a piece of his art, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed, TJ. That's incredible.
Now, the only other thing I want to show tonight, because I have all kinds of stuff, but I want to show you my AOKs I got.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Let's see. Oh, they're over here. Let's see.
Yeah, let's just wrap it up here with whatever else you want to show. I don't need to show anything else. I don't think I even pulled anything else out, honestly.
This is from Brian.
Oh, man.
This is John Byrne.
Oh, I remember this. I remember seeing it on Instagram and being like, wow, Brian is such a generous guy, such a warm heart.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
This was fantastic. This is even better than the piece of John Byrne art I used to one of my other collection. This is so nice. It's from Generations number 2, volume 3, page 20.
Damn.
Yep.
So I don't know if anybody besides Brian, Take the Time Collectibles, knows this, but like I think 3 or 4 days ago, I won an auction for my first ever John Byrne published page, but it's not here yet. So
nice.
Yeah, it's not like incredibly sought after title. It's more of a modern page, but it does have Peter Parker and Mary Jane on it, so that's pretty cool. It's when he was drawing ASM in volume 2. Tricky Traps are saying, so maybe this is dumb, but are AOKs simple gifts? I think AOKs are anything. It's an act of kindness. So it doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter how much it costs. It doesn't matter what it is. It was given with an intention of love, friendship, peace, love, and friendship, basically.
Yeah. And this is from a very underappreciated artist who. This is the unpublished cover for Missing Piece.
I know what that is.
This is such an amazing piece, and I moved me to tears when he sent me this.
Yeah, dude, I got pretty emotional when you posted that on Instagram. I really like Missing Pieces as a read, and the art and the interior art. It's great that Alec is such a creative dude, but that's like the missing. I hate using a pun like this, but that's the missing piece of Missing Pieces.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, if you just wanted to draw covers for every issue that never existed of Missing Pieces, like 5, 6, 7, and put them for sale, I'd buy them.
So D-Runk's now shopping for an Ivan Rice page, thanks to you. But dude, I don't know if Alec's still in the chat, but that was really, really awesome of him to send you that. Millions Information Booth, what's up? 2 a.m. in the UK. Yeah, get some sleep, my friend. Gray Matter Hulk is here also. What's up, Gray Matter? Oh, I recognize this one.
Yes. You had something to do with this one.
I did. I had a little bit to do with this one. I would say that JD was the mastermind.
Yes.
Of this one, but we all co-conspired a little bit with JD to get this Neil Adams Daredevil in your PC, and I love how it came out. It's so beautiful, man.
Yeah. And anytime I have an artist do a commission, it's going to be this kind of size and style. So this is so amazing.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to wrap with that one, and it's the perfect one to wrap with because it's gorgeous, man. Neil Adams, Daredevil,
yeah.
AOK from the Sons of Dragon and the nephews of Dragon as well. Yes, it was definitely a team effort. I remember when he unboxed that live with you guys. It was very, very touching. So, and JB saying that he filmed JD picking this piece up from Neil Adams. That's right. But dude, yeah, that is amazing, and it's personalized to TJ Slabdragon, a true fan. Incredible. TJ, thank you so much, man, for joining me here for Original Art Hour. I had a blast hanging out with you and seeing your collection and hearing the stories, even about your original collection that you had to give up. That hearing all that is gold for me. I love hearing that kind of stuff. So I just want to thank you for spending the hour with me and sharing your art collection with the community.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and I hope you're not disappointed.
Oh, dude! I like I said at the top, like nothing could disappoint me. A, from you, because that's just fact, and then B, anybody who comes on this program, anything that they show is I just need to sit here and appreciate it. You know what I mean? Because they have a personal connection to it, regardless of what I think. If I saw that piece on the market for XYZ price, that's really not what the show is about. You know what I mean? This show is just about appreciating art for 1 hour. I'll show a few things, and then give the guests some time to share, man. And you shared and showed a lot of incredible stuff. Everybody in the chat is appreciative as well. Graphic Man's asking a nice question here. When's the next broadcast? So the next original art hour that I have scheduled is next Tuesday night. I believe 8 o'clock Eastern, maybe 9 o'clock Eastern, but I would have to check, and I got to confirm with the guests that we're still on and that we're good to go. But the guest is going to be Knights of Old, Michael, Knights of Old. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with Knights of Old next Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern, right here, sharing some more original art from our collections. And then we got a few more guests lined up in the weeks after that. Bub's Comics, D-Runk Comics. Hopefully I can get JD on, and I'm still working on other people as well beyond that to get on the program. So I'm happy people are excited about this program and want to come on and share. So there you go. There he says confirmed. So we'll see you next Tuesday with me and Knights of Old doing original art hour. That should be fun. Thank you, House Till the End. We appreciate that, man. Tricky Trash is like, I do love hearing the prices paid. Just me though. Well, I haven't. We have shared certain prices, but I'm not going to share every single price. You know, it's like that's if you're comfortable sharing that, you can share that, but it's not a requirement. Thank you, Brian. Knights of Old is up next, but I think I missed that comment earlier. Anything you want to share about what you've got going on, TJ, or should we just wrap things up here? What do you want?
I got nothing going on.
You know, that used to be my answer when I was asked that question at the end of these streams. Like, anything you want to plug? And I would be like, I don't really have anything going on.
Keep working. I'm working on maybe doing a birthday show. With White Whale.
That would be fun.
That'll be the 20th. So
May 20th?
Yeah, so we can see if that works out. Yeah.
All right, everybody out there, May 20th, write that down.
and when I hit 2,000, I'll probably.
Oh hell yeah! Can I come on when you hit 2,000? I really want to be on.
It'll be a party. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a party, dude. Yeah. So if you guys aren't aware or you missed the beginning, TJ is about 13 slabs away from his 2,000th slab in his collection, which, you know, his nickname is not unjustified. He is the Slab Dragon, and that's going to be a blast. I can't wait for that. Yeah. So, all right. Thank you so much again for joining me here tonight, TJ, and for everybody watching live. If you're watching this on the replay, I really do appreciate it. This is actually getting replay watch, which is mind blowing to me. So if you don't mind, everybody, please like this video. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of some of these pieces. I really like the feedback. Hit me up on Instagram at comicbooksnyc if you want to talk about original art. You have any questions about original art? You want to pick my brain, whatever, I'm down for it. So just feel free to reach out to me. I am accessible, and I always love talking about comic books and original art. It's my favorite hobby, you know. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you for watching Original Art Hour. We'll catch you next Tuesday with me and Knights of Old for the next episode. Thank you, and good night.